what you're doing and watch this video. So we are back with another Trade Mastermind show, and we are live across social. I've said that we're going to be with you almost every day, delivering value to trades, business owners that want to learn to start, scale, and grow their trade and construction business. So if you're a tradesman or a trades business owner, this video is for you. Let me know in the comments as soon as you land in what trade it is that you are in. What trade are you operating in right now? And what's the biggest challenge in your business at this very moment? So today's going to be about finance. It's going to be all about finance. Because someone cut that aircon for me. Today's going to be all about finance. And we're going to help you guys to understand your numbers. Yeah, because business is numbers. Business isn't just about delivery. You don't grow a business on the tools, okay? You grow a business by understanding its metrics. And I'm going to teach you some of the stuff that I know about finance. So let's go with the first question here, Tom, today. What am I going to handle for these guys? Okay, so what are the most common financial mistakes you see trade business owners making when trying to scale? Okay, this is a really, really important one, a fantastic question. So the biggest mistake most businesses make, okay, when they are trying to scale is they don't keep an eye on the cash flow. Remember, cash is king, and your business needs cash flow because cash flow is the fuel to growth. So whatever you do not let your cash run out. And there are a couple of ways to make cash, yeah? And that is first and foremost, making lots of sales and having a sales-focused first approach in your organization. Second of all, don't let your debtors list get out of hand. Don't have loads of people owing you money where you're profitable on paper, but you've got nothing in the bank. And if you're struggling to make payroll, if you don't know what a cash flow forecast is, you haven't got those cash management skills that you need to run a business, then my advice is to get some education. You need training and development so you can understand the key KPIs, that you've got to be measuring. Next question. Okay, so how can a small trade business transition from surviving to thriving from a financial perspective? Well, I really do think it comes down to running the right operating model. As a business, there are some models that you can do where people just aren't charging enough, okay? You've got to get your pricing right. You need to understand your margins. If you don't make any money, your pricing could be off and your margins could be skewed. And it usually means that it's too low what you're selling it for and too high what you're delivering it for. So these are important things to understand. These are important things to get clear on. And what else? So for me, it's about having a great business model. A reactive maintenance business model is a difficult one in trade. It's an unscalable one. They're designed for one-man band businesses. They're not designed for bigger businesses because they're just too small of a ticket. And I think what's really important to understand is in trade, there is a minimum cost to deliver a job. You've got to find a job. You've got to send someone to do the job. Okay. You've got to complete the job. You might have to go to the merchant. You might get a call back. You've got to get paid. Those things are the same, whether it's a 50 quid call out or whether it's a £5,000 installation. So I know which one I'd rather do. That's the big ticket, high margin, high profit work. That's what that's all about. Okay, next question. Many tradespeople underprice themselves. Underprice themselves. How do you guide them from where they are now to setting profitable pricing strategies? Well, first and foremost, what we see at Trade Mastermind on our academies where we train businesses how to scale up and grow, and we teach them finance. And many people just don't know. They don't know the difference between gross margin and marking up. Okay, And what we've got to do is educate you on what that looks like. So first and foremost, understanding your pricing comes down to the education that you need to know how to price. And you need a system to price. Yeah, you can use a CRM software, you can use an Excel spreadsheet, but you've got to understand, okay, your costs. Then when you understand the cost plus the market cap, you can price effectively, and the bit in the middle becomes your profit. Okay, so we've got to train you effectively. Do your utmost to learn about numbers and accounts and finance. I'll tell you a story. When I was 25 years of age and I first went into business with Lord Sugar, I remember back in the day sitting in that first board meeting, and I had a $500,000 plus business at that point, and I didn't really understand accounts. I didn't quite get it. But Lord Sugar taught me what it took to understand the numbers, and that business is all about the numbers. And if you don't know your numbers, you don't know your business. So I spent my time straight after that first board meeting doing everything I could to learn about accounting. And don't forget, I used to go and see my accountant only once a year. Let me know in the comments if you're in trade or you're a business owner right now. How often do you see your accountant? Are you doing the same mistake that I did, which is waiting 12 months to see whether your accountant is going to give you the good news or the bad news? The good news is you made a profit. The bad news is you didn't. And you waited a whole year to find out. You've got to track that stuff a lot more frequently. Okay, next. Okay, what long-term financial strategies should trades businesses focus on in 2025? I think it really comes down to working in a lucrative business model. If you're a plumber, you need to build a boiler installation business. If you're an electrician, you need to build a solar and renewables business. And maybe plumber, you can do the renewable bit. Air source is something that we're going to start training big. Okay, so you've got that opportunity. EV is a good model. Builders move to kitchens and bathrooms. Okay, something that's systemizable, something that's scalable, something that is spreadsheetable. Yeah, you need a perfect, repeatable week when it comes to your business model where you can generate leads, where you can make sales, where you can predict how many sales you're going to make, you can plan your operations effectively, and then you can repeat. Yeah, and that's the game, the perfect, repeatable business model with a high ticket, high margin product and service. Okay, let's go next. What are some problems you had financially in business that you've overcome? I think any business's biggest problem is cash flow. And that's the biggest challenge. That's what kills most companies, is cash flow. People underestimate cash flow. They don't know where to raise capital, get investment, drive cash effectively, organically. And can't manage debtors. Yeah, so they win these jobs, they take on these contracts, they hire people, but they don't have a good supply line of cash. And so getting good at cash management is a skill set. I've had to learn over the years to be able to manage millions and millions and millions of pounds, okay, of money, cash, revenue, profit, cost. And it comes with experience. But, you can have the best financial people in the world, but I always will focus on cash flow with my team. It's a topic constantly for discussion, especially in a growing business, because that's where all your money's getting burnt. When you're hiring lots of people, when you're investing in resource, when you're investing in marketing, when you're investing in the next level, when you're investing in infrastructure, when you're investing in all of those things yourself, that's where your money gets burned. And what you got, if you're no good at cash management, and if you don't know how to make money, that's why we stress that sales and marketing are so important. You've got to learn sales and marketing skills, because then you become a self-funding business, because you can go and get a business that has no ability to acquire a customer, and it could go and get a loan and invest in a load of product. But then if you can't sell it, you're going to burn through that money, and you're not going to be able to recover that money back anywhere near fast enough. So the key is generating great sales and marketing. Cool. How much would you decide to pay your salary? How much would you decide? How do you decide how much to pay yourself or profit to take out. Good question. So how do you pay yourself in a business? Well, there are three ways to pay yourself in a business. The first way is that you should be looking to replace the wage that you would get doing the job for somebody else. That's mission number one. Mission number two is to ensure that your business makes a profit in its own right. Many trades business owners, they sell the service and they only price it enough to cover a good day rate for themselves. But then they don't think that if I hire someone, I'm going to need to pay them, plus I'm going to still need to be able to make money. So they miss the point. And so what you've got to do is pay yourself, take a wage, and price enough so the business can make a profit in its own right. And then point number three is your business can pay you on an exit. And that's where you can get a quantum leap in wealth, because you've built a business on systems, processes, people, profit. And that is valuable for somebody to buy from you. Okay, what else you got? Hi, Joe. I feel like I'm badgering people when calling multiple times for a sale. Do I carry on or rethink my sales approach? Look, with sales comes persistence. You've got to be willing to follow up until the end. Yeah, it's call after call after call after call after call until you close the deal, because leads cost money, a missed opportunity costs money, and persistence gets the job done. In sales, in any environment, sales, you must be a persistent individual if you're going to win. You've got to create that persistency, and you've got to go for it. Okay, what's the importance of having a financial cushion in your business? Well, look, as long as you've got enough money to run the day-to-day, you don't need to keep too much money in your business bank account. Remember, okay, money is useless if you're not investing it. Money is a tool. And so I like to run my businesses relatively lean. I don't want too much money in the account. If I do have, then it keeps us complacent. We take our eye off the ball. So I take that money and I invest it back into the company, or I invest it into other things. And I want to make sure that that money's making me money. So I'd like to keep enough to run 1 month's worth of overheads. As long as I got that, that's cool. Don't need much more, okay? Because if you do, you just get complacent. You want to be using the money to reinvest it back into marketing, to reinvest it back into sales. And when your business has hit its maximum, you don't need to keep reinvesting. Okay, you can go and invest in something else. You got to choose what that level is for you guys, yeah? Okay, who do you look up to and follow for tips and knowledge? Okay, good question. Who am I looking up to right now in business? I mean, aspirationally, I look up to Elon Musk. I got a retweet from Elon Musk last week, which I was very happy about. And Elon just thinks on a big level. Okay, his business models are completely different to mine, and he's thinking on a whole new level. I sometimes think about what he's doing, and I wish I had the intelligence. I don't have the intelligence to be a space rocket guy right now, and I don't have the firepower to invest in it. Maybe a little bit further down the line, when I mature as a business person and I get some more hundreds of millions behind me, I might tackle space next. It seems like something fun to go do. So I might give that a go. Maybe I'll be the third rocket company. I think it's SpaceX, Blue Origin, and then it'll be JVU, Joseph Valente Universe E, JVUE, Joseph Valente Universe Enterprise, something like that, maybe. We'll see. Who else am I looking up to right now? I don't know, to be honest. I like Cardone. I've always liked Cardone. Hormozy's smart. But right now, I'm just executing. Yeah, executing. All right, cool. What you got next? Just go to that chat for a second. Okay, cool. All right, go back to the Q&A. Okay, what financial tools or system do you recommend for trades businesses to track income, expenses, and profitability? So what you need is a good accounting software. You know, you've got Xero. That's probably the best one right now. That's what we use. You've got QuickBooks, Xero, Sage. I would say for a trades business, you're looking for a Xero or you're looking for a QuickBooks. Yeah, but make sure you've got a good accountant. Don't be trying to do your own bookkeeping. That's the worst thing you can do. Do you know how many business owners try to do their own bookkeeping to save a little bit of money? I think that's crazy. I mean, what are you trying to save? Like £10 an hour to pay a bookkeeper, yeah? You should be out closing deals, doing the marketing, yeah, all that good stuff. Really, really important. You don't want to be wasting your time messing around doing low-income tasks in your business. Okay, cool. Guys, so thanks very much for jumping in. We've been on for a nice little 15-minute segment here. If you are enjoying this content and you've got some questions, we will invite you live to the next session. So make sure if you want to grow your business, you drop us a DM or you go to trademastermind.co.uk and make sure you fill out the contact form. We will call you, okay? And, you know, if you are live right now and you'd like to jump onto a live show tomorrow or Thursday and you want to ask some questions in real time, we are opening that up for everybody to be part of it. Okay, when we do these next time, it'd be good to get that TikTok closer so I can engage and see some of the comments because it's a little bit far away. But other than that, all good. Thanks very much for listening, guys. And don't forget to follow the Trade Mastermind YouTube